Hi, there we are.
Hey, everybody, it's your daily dose of Dr. Drew.
And we apologize for being so late in the day, but we did tell you we might mix up the time of day we're doing this, though we didn't expect to be doing this so late. Excuse me. Yes, I've been hung up all day with all this nonsense around Adam Schiff running for his position and whatnot. You're giggling, Susan. Why is that?
It's a nervous laugh.
It's yeah. You're not used to being in the middle of my crap storms.
I am too.
Not.
It's not that.
What is it?
Your crap storms are continuous.
What is it?
Do you know how much Adam Schiff makes a year?
I don't care.
You don't?
No, I feel like I'm obliged.
You want to take this poor guy's job?
Do you know? Okay. So first of all right. So I was talking about this on Adam Carolla's show, on the ACS show. He very kindly played the tape of the C-SPAN lecture I gave at the White House. And at the end of it, I was saying, I feel so morally moved by what's happening down here in Southern California. It's such a mess. And by the way, I was downtown tonight. And once again, I'm just mind-boggled by what's going on. And I feel I have to do something. I know people have been around me asking me to run for various offices and things. And I started thinking, I was watching the impeachment proceedings, and I thought, I think I maybe live in Adam Schiff's district. I never thought about that. We're dying out here. We need infrastructure. We have people dying in our streets, and he's engaged in political theater. That's crazy. And so I thought, geez, I should make a run for that office, or at least maybe threaten to do so in order to get him to govern. I want people. We're not being governed in this part of the country. It's just unbelievable. We have,
okay,
breakdown.
I agree with that.
We have breakdown in mental health. We have breakdown in sanitation. We have breakdown in we haven't seen things like this since the early part of the medieval age, and it's because of horrible, horrible governance. So, I just feel like I have to do something. So anyway, I don't want to, and as a result of me saying that at Adam Carolla's show, some people from the Hill turned up, which is a sort of a rag on Capitol Hill. It's a political news. And I normally don't do print interviews because every time I interview with a print journalist, they completely distort what I say. Now, this woman did not. She took down exactly what I said, and I said what I meant. I don't want to do this. I have no intention to do it, but I feel like I have to think about it. She wrote that, and then 5 other outlets misquoted entirely, misrepresented it, didn't check their sources, and said I was running. That's how the press works, guys. You think about that's fake news. That's how fake news gets going. So in a weird way, it was just a strange example, a little mini experiment of how pathetic our print journalism is. So in any event, let's get into your guys.
Well, you usually have a policy not to do print.
Yes, that's what I said.
Which I said today, right?
Yes, I do.
Sorry, everybody, I didn't turn the video on. I'm just tired. It's late.
Oh, my God. Was I just talking to an empty...
Yeah, but we can hear you.
Okay. Thank you. I am tired. Thank you for saying that. In any event, I have a no print journalism policy because they distort everything I say. And this woman did not distort. She actually very diligently took down exactly what I said. But all the other print outlets distorted her words. So really well done, you guys. You call yourself professionals. You really should be ashamed of yourselves. Really, just ashamed of yourself. So in any event, let's get to your stuff.
Well, it's making everybody want you to run for Congress.
I really don't want to. I really, really don't want to. Maybe next go round. Maybe in a couple of years. I really don't want to right now. But by the way, I do feel morally moved to do something. So we should get Doug Stanhope in here. Doug's a great guy, and we're buddies. And so we'd love to have Doug in here on any of our shows. Don't run. Okay, thank you for that. I won't. At least at this point. I recently started trazodone for sleep a week ago at really first vivid dreams, but I've been waking up feeling really good. My whole body feels good. Is that remission from depression? Trazodone is not a great antidepressant, though it has some antidepressant activity. It's actually what's called a quadracyclic, and it's very good for sleep, and it's very, very safe for sleep. So you may be getting both effects, improvement in sleep and improvement in your mood. Are you able to talk to about Robert Paul Champagne's latest stuff? He's not happy and called Tom fat and sloppy. Oh, I'm sorry he's not happy. I'm happy to talk about the latest stuff. We do a home tour coming up, And I put on some of his costumes in that home tour. It's something you will not want to miss.
Did they show the part with the flies yet?
Yeah, no, they've not. That's
Ugh.
coming up. RPC called me a senior citizen on steroids.
That sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, did they put up the home tour, Sponge Kelp? Did they put it up? I didn't know. That's the interview. They have not put the home tour up yet. Well, I appreciate you guys all saying hi, Angel Angel from Mexico. Appreciate you tuning in here. Again, let me just remind everyone on Sunday, we're going to have a special Ask Dr. Drew. We'll put out a blast at drdrew.tv if you sign up there. I'm going to be talking to Duncan Trussell, right, Mr. Producer? Oh, I can't hear you.
Here's an old banner. We're kind of last minute, but Duncan Trussell's going to come in.
Great.
I hope between 3 and 5 or 3 and 4:30.
Is he coming in person or Skyping? I think he wanted to Skype. It sounded like.
Oh, I don't know. He hasn't responded.
He did.
But
he did respond. He did
he
respond.
Is going
You
to.
haven't responded. He responded.
All right. And then also, your daughter Paulina is going to do a bonus EP this week.
And then we may have a psychiatrist who has some experience with using hallucinogens for therapeutic purposes, which is something I'm kind of interested in. Obviously, Duncan does a lot of talk about that.
And we have a psychiatrist calling in about a hallucinogen.
Okay, so that is.
But he hasn't really committed to the 3 to 4:30 yet.
Kaylin.
I think he has, but we'll have it all up tomorrow.
Okay, and of course Rex has to come in here for his appearance. Come on. His appearance. Oh, he doesn't like it when I pull him up on the. Let me. Oh, there he is. Hi. Yes, immediately starts licking. That's his move. So this is Rex. Hi, buddy. Okay, you can go.
Oh, God. He looks really anxious there. He's not really that bad all the time.
No, I'm sorry. He looks like I did something to him.
Here's a cute picture.
Okay. La Crescenta, you're saying please run. And I would imagine La Crescenta and Sun Valley would like some representation in their government. It just seems to me that you're being overlooked out there, and I'm stunned by what they're calling government. Let's see. My dad was just diagnosed with stage 1 prostate cancer. His urologist recommends something, but I can't set him up with a consultant or radiation oncologist for possible brachytherapy. Did you consider brachytherapy? Absolutely not. The radiation therapies, both brachytherapy and the external beam radiation, though they are associated with less side effects right immediately after the treatment, long-term, things like radiation proctitis and cystitis and erectile dysfunction, that sort of stuff, comes later. With a younger male like I was 50, it's if you can do active surveillance, that's a good idea, and I did that for about 3 years. And then prostatectomy is the way to go at younger age. Yes, it is bad.
What is bad?
The homeless situation. Okay.
Squeezing your dog too tight.
I know. Is that what people are saying?
No, you said. I thought maybe that was bad.
That was not great.
He's fine.
Here's an interesting question from Damon. 8 years sober, been using Subutex the whole time. Love to know what dose you're on, because I like people to get down below 8 milligrams. Is that okay to take for a lifetime? We don't know. There are many people that do advocate doing that, so you're not. It's not as though you're not following medical advice, and it's not as though you're not sober. So obviously, it's helping you. Medication assisted treatment can help some people a lot. So it'd be nice to see you get off it. I mean, but if you're having no side effects and only benefit. Whoa, Nathan, you wrote a
nice letter.
Yeah, a book here. I'm not quite sure. Maybe Susan, you can take a look at that because it's scrolling off my page very, very quickly. You live near Sacramento. I'm going to give a talk in Sacramento on the morning of the 21st. So I'm going to tour the homeless population the evening before. So we'll see what's going on in your city. 2 milligrams, good for you, man. Stay with it. 2 milligrams is almost nothing on the Subutex. I will be 50 in March, following since the 90s when I was on the radio with Adam, and before with Henry Rollins. Yeah, Henry used to come on Loveline back in the day. Adam and I still do a podcast every day. So let me go back to talking about Sunday afternoon. We'll be doing Ask Dr. Drew, which is a live call-in show, a little version of this. We will continue to try to keep the daily doses up. Ms. Producer, any assessment of the time of day?
At 3 o'clock. We're starting at 3 p.m. We'll have 2 shows.
No. I mean, if we do daily doses.
Tomorrow or the night? It just depends on your schedule. I thought you were announcing that show.
All right, I did announce that show at 3 o'clock on Sunday.
I know, you can't quit. You're too fast for me. I'm just trying to get the banners up here.
Okay, sorry.
Can I say something about becoming a congressman?
You may say something.
Okay,
yes,
I did a
of
little
course.
research today because I was like, our friend Paulette Garagos called and said it's a huge pay cut and
Mhm.
that she'd be have a hard time helping
Supporting
us
us.
out.
I
Yeah,
understand.
because she's a huge fan of Schiff, and I looked it up, and you can make $178,000 a year.
Ooh.
That's before taxes.
And then they cover all your expenses too.
No, they don't.
No?
And then you have to use government health care and
Which is the best. They have very good health care
right,
insurance.
which you get, and then you can make 25% of the amount of money that you make, up to 25% outside of what you make as a congressman. So you can make about another 25,000. So your max is
$200,000. A lot of
a
money.
year.
Yeah.
No, I mean that's good. It's great, but we'd have to sell the house or rent it, and we have to rent all our
Okay, so
properties.
make your point.
And I mean, I don't want to sound like a mean person or anything, but
All I know,
it's a different lifestyle than you're used to.
If Kat and Cam are listening, your buddy Cam, who is a Army Ranger, looked at me when I started doing the math, and he said, "That doesn't matter. You have to."
We could live on our pension. Okay, I get that, but I just want you to understand that that's.
You have to serve your country. This is service to your country.
No, I know.
And he made me think that way, that this is service to the country. This is not about careers
no,
or anything else.
I understand that, but I just want to be clear about that because it is like I want you to understand that.
I understand. And Cam straightened me out a little bit, and it made me get back in my moral compass, which is what's troubling me. My moral compass is spinning like a top.
But you wouldn't be able to do podcasts anymore or television unless you're just out speaking for.
It would be a major change. I understand. That's why I'm not.
You would like that.
I don't know if I would either. That's why I'm saying I don't want to do it. I want to maybe do it in a couple of years, and I have time to think about it and prepare for it. I know.
No, I mean maybe in
Crystal,
a couple of
it's 3 people dying every day, and I'm a doctor and I have to watch that. It's really hard for me. It's really hard.
I get it, and I think we should keep fighting the fight, but
okay.
I just don't know if it's going to make a big difference if you are in Congress. I just don't know. I mean,
I don't know either. And that would be wouldn't that be the worst?
Yeah,
I'm talking to my wife. They want to know who I'm talking to. Plastic Nerd. I'm talking to Susan Pinsky.
Yeah,
she's the producer here, and she's behind the camera there. So.
I'm also the CFO of the company, and I run all the podcasts, so I understand what he likes to do all day. But I don't know. I mean, I want to be supportive of anything that you decide to do.
I know, and I've decided I'm really not wanting to do this. But it does seem to me it's hard to watch this all go down. It does seem like this country, that I owe some service to this country in a time when it really needs it.
But can't you just get on some other committee without having to run for Congress?
Yes, I can do something like that. I am planning to go out to Washington and do another symposium on addiction this time. Would I be interested in Loveline again? Well, I'll tell you what. Tyler, Dr. Drew After Dark is sort of a version of that. Look for Dr. Drew After Dark. It's at your mom's house, also at drdrew.com. Right. Listen. Look at what Diane said. Stop, Miss Pinsky. Diane Bell Beach.
I'm scrolling. Okay.
Yes.
Wait, hold on.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Where's Diane?
She says, stop thinking about your selfish needs and think about what God wants you to do.
We're fine. I mean, we can afford it, but it's just like, I just want to make it clear to you. Like,
I know it's a different thing. It's a service to the country, man. That's the deal. All right. How are we doing on time here? Give me your questions here on the scroll. I'm watching you guys on all the different platforms.
You don't want to hear me and Drew fight tonight.
Well, we're not fighting. We're just and to be fair, you're reacting to the print press that misrepresented what I said. I said I don't want to do this.
I live with you. I know what's going on. I'm totally aware of it. But I'm also very apolitical, and
Me too.
I like living in the world that we're in. You have a good voice here, and it's just a completely different world. And it's not my cup of tea, but I'm happy to support you.
Okay, it's not my cup of tea either, but don't you understand what I'm saying though, right?
No, I'm 100% behind you. I'm very concerned about the homeless. I've been concerned about the homeless.
It's not just the homeless. There's policies that we need government to function. I understand. We need infrastructure here. We need so much that's just ridiculous.
And you're passionate, and I think you could get things done for sure. And you would probably work your way through the White House and do very well. But I don't know. It's just not me, and it's just like a shocker to me that.
I know.
that would happen.
Well,
It's like it's complete change of lifestyle.
I know.
It's
Don't
always,
worry about it.
I'm not saying you shouldn't
Don't believe
do
the press. I'm talking about not doing it. So.
But I mean, this is when
All
other
right.
people have concerns like this. Like if you're the wife, and it's like, okay, we're going to D.C. We're gonna sell the house, and we're gonna move to, or we'd have to move to like our 1 bedroom in New York because that's all we really could afford. You know, so it's fine. I like New York.
Scoobies has an interesting question: is what can we do for people who want to be homeless, which is a gigantic percentage of the people on the streets right now, and they don't want it. They just have something called anosognosia, which blocks their insight into what's happening with them. And we need laws that allow us to intervene on their behalf. A really simple solution would be to have a universal policy of what's called directives to physicians. We have a universal policy with medical care that doctors that take care of the medical needs we have a form, in California it's called a post form, where we always sit down with the patient on a regular basis and review what their wishes would be when their brain stops working. If their brain isn't working right, what would you like me to do? We don't do that with psychiatric care, and that's insane. So we need, whenever someone makes a major psychiatric diagnosis, a uniform practice of bringing out a template, a form that says, what would you like me to do if you decompensate again? If your brain isn't working right, if you're paranoid, if you're actively, whatever it might be, spell out what your wishes are now, then we can intervene on your behalf later, as opposed to privileging the psychiatric illness as we have. Okay, SAND units will sell people from needle sticks. That's right, Christopher. Check out SAND, SANDD. I've been my whole career wanted to come up with some way of destroying needles because needle sticks has been a problem my whole career, and now we have that unit. We'll play you an ad for the SAND unit on Sunday when we do that show. I'm very excited about this stuff. This is going to change the whole landscape of sharps and needle sticks and the risk to people for HIV.
So
and
explain
hepatitis.
it, what it is.
It's just a little unit where you put the needle in and it dissolves. It essentially vaporizes the needle, and it's no longer an issue. The needle's just gone.
So you don't have to have
don't have to have sharps containers. Don't have to worry about biohazardous handling of anything. And all those needles that are out there on the streets now that are a major biohazard, we could take care of all of them.
Yeah, everybody buy one, please.
So Adventure Kid, you were out there. It was sad on Venice. Yes, it was sad, right? What did you do? How did you get out? Tell us about it.
Why don't we have like a link or tell people where to go to buy the SAND unit? Like, why have I no idea what that is?
Okay, I believe it's just SANDD. We'll look that up. And it comes right up. It's
we
sharps.
should have a link on our website.
Needledestructiondevice.com.
Do we have a link on drdrew.com?
Needledestructiondevice.com is where you go to get the SAND Mini, the SAND unit, if you like it.
Yeah, check it out. We'll put it on the website. I'll make sure that happens this week.
Okay. Why is psychiatric care taking a backseat to physical care? History. It's bizarre. Why is the brain handled differently than other organs? Bizarre. Just bizarre. That's a function of the Cartesian era, all the way back to the 17th century. The mind-body dualism is false. We have brains, we have hearts, we have stomachs, and they all should be treated equally. Drug addiction service, I'm sorry. Yes, Christopher, thank you. All right, you guys, I am tired. Do I think free needles are a good idea? I think needle exchange is a good idea. Needle handouts are not a good idea, especially if you're not going to destroy the needles. Now, if you're going to have some sort of system where you're systematically destroying the needles as you give them out, I'm fine with that. How do you get someone off drugs? Well, they don't want to get off drugs. Call in on Sunday. That's a long topic. It's a very difficult topic. It's hard to do that. It's not easy, but you can. You can do it. You can motivate people, but you have to create leverage. You have to have consequences from what they're doing. Oh, they will just progress and die. You're leaving them to die if you're not creating that leverage and those consequences. All right. I think we're about there, Ms. Producer, okay?
You know what I want Adam Schiff to do?
What would you like him to do?
I want him to stop all that paper mail coming that I have to throw away every day that has to go into the recycle bin, and I have no idea if it gets recycled.
Right. Please send it by email.
That's
another thing I would do.
Stop?
Yes, I would immediately do something.
I mean, we're just filling our landfills. Who knows if it even gets recycled?
It doesn't a lot of the time, as you know, if you watch some of those Netflix
Why don't we
series.
tax that and, like really high taxes on that paper and then
guess what,
send it and
Mrs.
then we
Pinsky?
help the homeless.
If we had people governing, they would come up with
So
creative,
you've already
interesting
come
things
up
like
with
that. That's the stuff I
solution.
want to do. I want to govern.
I'm going to charge
Ugh.
more money for the mail, and then all the
Yeah.
stuff. I get so much mail every day, and I have to just throw it right into the
Yes,
trash.
and it's ridiculous. And when we have electronic medium,
And our plastic containers aren't going to China anymore, so we got who knows where that's going.
Yep.
I know. I saw that documentary on plastic.
I agree.
No, I mean, I just, and then we have to hire somebody to take our trash down the driveway. I'm so tired of it.
Somebody is asking about email questions. Will you print them up for this weekend, Susan?
I haven't really had time to do that. I tried today, but I ran out of time. But if you go to drdrew.com/contact, you can email us. We look at all the emails. We don't necessarily read them because, I have to print them up, and that's more paper that I have to throw into the trash. So, and because I have a new system where I just put it on Drew's computer, but he prefers paper, but I just don't. I don't.
Please. Don't put them on. Why don't we just forward them to me?
It's
and we'll look at
$60 for a pack of ink.
No.
Every time
Just
I want to print something.
forward it to me on email. Don't print them. Just let's look at the
No,
emails.
I will. But if I send you an email during the day, can you just put it in a little folder and then pop them up on your screen?
Yeah, I will. Let's do that.
I mean, you can also go in and look at them and see. But we've gotten a lot of lovely fan mail today about you running for government, and that they would actually donate money, and we appreciate those. That's very nice.
A mini pack.
I mean, because I would have to be the one that would have to raise the $1 million to get you started. So that's another reason why I don't want you to run. I'm good at raising money, but oh my gosh, it's just all my friends are going to hate me.
All right, Dr. Suzuki, hi back. And Chad, you made a comment about recovery being difficult. I understand. It is very difficult. It's very challenging. That's why it's such a special thing when it really goes, and it bears dividends. So congratulations. Okay, you guys, I am tired. I want to close this up. We can do it again tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, right? Yes. So we are going to do it tomorrow.
You've got are you here during the day?
I'll be here in the afternoon. Yes.
What time?
I'll be back by like 1 o'clock. So
all right, we can try to do it about that time.
Okay, so
I was
tomorrow.
thinking about going down south.
Okay,
it's okay.
We'll quickly do one before you do so.
Okay.
All right, you guys. See you about 1 o'clock tomorrow.
Okay,
and,
people want you.
Appreciate.
Thank you guys for listening and watching. Or sorry you were listening at the beginning and I didn't turn on the video, but we really appreciate your views, and if you can tell a friend or retweet it and just show the Periscope, like us on Facebook, give us some likes on YouTube or wherever you are, Periscope, give us some hearts, and just retweet the Twitter or wherever you saw it, share it with your friends. We'd really appreciate it.
And Jeff, when we do time zones, we're usually talking about Pacific time, so like 1 o'clock Pacific, 4 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah, so we're on Pacific time.
And so we'll try around 1 o'clock tomorrow.
And
Try it out, guys. You know
all your great questions and concerns and everything. I'm totally blown away. I did my podcast yesterday with 300 people calling in. I couldn't believe it. So, and I know this is not Drew's wheelhouse, but I was really excited for that. We want to keep having the live shows for you. And we'll see you on Sunday. Call in, give us a call, sign up at drdrew.tv, and you can also text your question now and get in front of the line on Sunday when it launches, and you'll get an email if you get on that email list at drdrew.com/contact, or just go to drdrew.tv and put your email and your text your number in there, and we'll text you when it starts.
Yes, Emily, try it out. Keep them high and tight. And Chad, thank you for saying that about that book Cracked I wrote years ago. That's essentially that Cracked. That was a book, sort of a fictionalized account of my work. And
you should hold up the poster we found today.
Yeah, right. and it morphed into Celebrity Rehab.
He wanted to throw his poster away today. I was like, don't throw that away.
Yeah.
He goes, why do I keep this? It was a great book, and we had a poster made, so we're going to keep it. Thank you for purging the house today, too. I appreciate it.
Oh, we got a lot more to go. What a mess. I'm emotionally screwed up from it. We purged all of our old stuff out of the house, and it's intense.
This is not the first time. I've done it like 5 times before. So
This intensively?
Oh, yeah.
Oof.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my.
Oh, my. Oh, my.
Yeah, this is your first time. In 20 years, we've been in this house.
Wow. Well, you asked for your birthday for us to help you, and
Thank you.
I think did. So.
Thank you.
All right, you guys. See you tomorrow.
Okay.
Cheers.
Take care.